Here's what Hurts had to say about having to compete for the starting job in camp. Take a listen.
Ring is due every day. It's always been that way for me. Always been a get better mentality every day, grow every day, be a better leader every day, be a better quarterback every day. And when that ring's due, I don't plan on missing no payments.
Greg Jennings and Bucky Brooks are back with me, but damn, woo, I'm going to play for Philly this year. So, Bucky, how important is Jalen Hurts' rinse due every day partner mindset for young athletes? Damn, I love that dude.
Oh, man, I love it, especially coming off a week where we've heard Ron Wolf talk about the divas in the league. I like a guy that's a little more blue-collar at the position. When you think about Philadelphia, I think everything from Philadelphia goes back to thinking about the fictional character, Rocky Balboa, the tough guy who was the underdog who had to overcome all of the obstacles to win the title. Well, I think in Jalen Hurts, when Jalen Hurts expresses those things, he ingratiates himself to the city. More importantly, I think he ingratiates himself to his team and his teammates. We're seeing a guy who is saying, I don't care how they are going to make this competition. I don't care where they say I'm at right now. My job is to earn the starting position. So for me, I love it. And I think what it will do is if he earns it and he plays well, I think you feel better about Jalen Hurts potentially as your franchise quarterback going forward because he's done it the hard way.
Exactly. God, he got me hyping. I mean, it's authentic. It's like sometimes you just get that energy. The post goes up, starts getting a little blurry. You want the jet fighters to fly over the stadium. You like, ah. He took me there just saying the rent is due every day. And I've heard this in so many different versions, even from the GOAT, the great Tom Brady, who always reminds people there's no entitlement in football. Tom Brady always talks about what brings them back to the practice field, what brings them back to all the therapy sessions, what brings them back to the monotony, to the everyday grind of the NFL is that I got to go out there and prove it every single day. Forget these rings. They don't count tomorrow. You got to go out there and get it. So I love what he's saying. And let's talk about already in his short career what he's done in the NFL. I'll remind you guys that he was on a team that had a franchise quarterback, $128 million man by the name of Carson Wentz, who left this franchise to die for dead. I mean, they were horrible under Carson Wentz. And then Jalen Hurts gets inserted into the lineup, remember? Oh, we just want to see a little spark. He did more than that. He brought this thing back to life. You saw all the numbers go up in the 3 games he was allowed to start and finish. More points per game, more yards per game, more rushing yards per game. Why do I bring that up? Just because that's the greatest test for us to see that with the same personnel, which was limited, which was compromised, he was actually able to extract and get more out of what a $128 million franchise quarterback couldn't do. So all I took from Jalen Hurts in this moment is true, proper leadership. Basically, what he said is, I will be greater than my greatest excuse. Leading like that, man, you got to believe in Jalen Hurts.
100%. Look, he just told every young athlete and every old athlete, believe in you. Forget what's out there. Forget what's around you. Just believe in what you can do and what you can provide. And that will come to the top. Like what Jalen Hurts is doing is proving why he was so successful at the University of Alabama from day one, because he had this mentality of every single day, I'm willing to compete with whoever you put on this roster in my unit room. And we saw him lose out to Tua Tagovailoa. What did he do? A lot of people say, oh, well, he ran down to Oklahoma. No, he went and tried to give himself a better position, an opportunity, so that he could be in this position to where he can compete for an NFL quarterbacking job. And that's what makes him so special. That's why guys gravitate to guys who just aren't handed over the keys to a car and saying, okay, you can crash it. We'll still let you get the keys. You can run it into the river. We'll still let you get the keys. No, he's going to try to take care of every piece, every ounce, every piece of interior, every wheel well. That's the type of guy you want under the center. And that's the type of guy that can just take over a locker room, which he did, and win it And then he wins over the coaching staff, and the mentality kind of becomes this domino effect, and it becomes infectious. You want your quarterback to talk and to believe and to speak like Jalen Hurts. You said it, Marcellus, when you talk about the Tom Brady, or you guys, when you talk about Tom Brady and what he's done, he's been able to manipulate himself to believing he has not accomplished anything, or the fact that what I did yesterday is not going to account for anything today. The only thing that I can pull from yesterday is what I can gain from it, and if it provides me better successes for today. But as far as it just preceding me and being out in front, no, miss me with that. I'm going to work every single day to prove to you, every single chance I get, that you made the right decision.
Hell yeah, never scared. Oh, God, I got to give you guys a little short story. But first, Jalen Hurts is like, look, let's have a competition out here, because there is no competition in here. I'm going to win this. It's a fact. Greg, I know you had a better career than me, so I know you had to feel it, because if my butt felt it, you had to feel this. Bucky, you feel it too a little bit. Here's the thing. Let's talk about this, Bucky. Be real. I was so fast before I got fat. Like, before I got into my football body, when I had my little baby track body when I was little, I was the fastest thing going. I'm 8 years old racing people, uncles, like light pole to light pole. Wiley gonna win at 8. I don't care if you 18, 19. I just had it. Now, it's funny, I used to show up to school every day early, lunch tickets. So, I try to get there early so nobody saw my lunch tickets. The kid with the cash started clowning. So I'm sitting there with my lunch tickets, and all of a sudden I'm eating my coffee cake, and somebody come up to me, you want to race? The whole school, I'm in the 3rd grade, got to race the 6th graders, Hanky, Omar, whoever fast. They wearing these silk satin starter jackets. I'm like, I race you for the jacket. I don't give a damn. I'm going to smoke all of y'all. And it's funny, every day was a different challenge, and I took them all, because in here, there was no challenge. I'm like, I guarantee you I'm going to smoke you and take your starter jacket. It's good to see that a young man has that old man mentality in Jalen Hurts. Coming up, the Browns say they've been comfortable with Baker Mayfield for a long time. Too bad